Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Central Bank of Poland would have their own walled garden, which would be on the private ledger, and then when that wall comes down is when the XRP bridge is used. That's the way I remember him describing it. So anyway, he's saying bridges are greater than walls. Thrilled to announce that this is multi-chain, previously AnySwap. Thrilled to announce that we've integrated with XRP Ledger. The integration opens the door for cross-chain interoperability between XRPL and other blockchains. Native asset XRP has been supported already, and more will be added soon. This reminded me of another tweet. Kava, who is one of my sponsors, by the way, I'll put the link to this in the top of this description. If you don't follow Kava, you need to, @Kava_platform. With over 6 billion in TVL, 560K users, and 36 chains, it's no surprise that multi-chain, previously AnySwap, same one that David Schwartz just mentioned, is known as the ultimate cross-chain router protocol. As Kava pioneers, they'll be deploying on the Ethereum co-chain soon. Stay tuned for updates. So that's Kava's got a lot going on, and as you know, Ripple's got a lot going on. Okay, moving along. This is Representative Bill Huizenga. Is that how you say that? The chairman of the SEC can appear in person with celebrities, but can't show up in person for meetings. The SEC should not expand its authority to enact Joe Biden's radical agenda without congressional approval. Congress must conduct oversight of the SEC and rein in this overreach. It's got a picture of Gary Gensler in person with, I'm drawing a blank on what his name is right now. But anyway, I'll think of it in a minute. And then he's got this one where he's in a video conference call doing his job. So he can't be in person to do his job, but he can be, it's John Stewart. Okay, so, and he makes a good point. That's why last year, Financial Committee Ranking Member Patrick McHenry and I asked for a full SEC Commission in-person hearing to discuss issues important to American retail investors. So they need Gary Gensler to come out of his house. Now, John Deaton had retweeted this tweet here from Mac Attack XRP. The SEC lawsuit against Ripple Labs is making waves for the entire cryptocurrency industry. This is a Motley Fool, I believe, article. But here's a quote from it. Many legal experts that have dealt with cases in capital markets believe that the SEC's case does not carry merit. Over a year ago, many legal experts said Ripple would lose and SEC's case was very strong. Don't think for a second that XRP holders haven't had an impact. You should all pat yourselves on the back out there because it has had an impact. Bloomberg Crypto, several central banks and the Bank for International Settlements have developed prototypes for a common digital currencies platform that has the potential to make cross-border payments more efficient. Now, this is interesting, and someone brought this to my attention today. What this is, I've never seen this before, I don't think. CBDCtracker.org is the name of this website. You can literally search in various different ways, but you can, like, let's say, for instance, it says technology provider here. If we wanted to say, pull up Ripple and see what central bank digital currencies are working with Ripple in some way, the Republic of Palau and Bhutan come up. Let's pick another one. I'll get rid of Ripple. We could pick another one. Let's say Stellar. Ukraine, what do you know? National Bank of Ukraine is working with Stellar on a proof of concept. The world is full of coincidences these days. Oh, there's our old buddy Jay Clayton on CNBC this morning. Listen up.
I mean, the SEC's job is for fair and open markets. This is another attempt at, a backdoor way of allocating more capital again, or that's the way it would be used. And if so it was voted for 3-1. There's 3 Democrats. The 3 Democrats voted in favor of it. There's no way this passes muster with the court. Back in 2015, there was something similar. It wasn't nearly as nutso as this, and that didn't even pass. This is not the SEC's purview, not even in the craziest sense of the word.
And that's what Patrick McHenry and I said in the op-ed that we put in yesterday, and I think the Journal picked up on it today, which is this is a step on the way to the courthouse. And I think there's not really a rational analyst of this that doesn't see it that way. There are 2 points around authority and expertise here. One is, does the SEC have the expertise to pick the metrics and the like? Of course, look, the people at the commission are some of the best people I've ever known. They do an incredible job, but they're not climate scientists, okay? And then the question is, statutorily, do they have any basis on doing this? We have an EPA. There's the technical term is the major question doctrine.
Right.
Should this first be in the EPA? But does the EPA even have authority
No, it's Congress.
to set something as broad?
Pass a law.
Yeah, it's Congress.
So Jay Clayton is finally talking some kind of sense about something. Now let me show you something that I can't make sense out of. The SEC's climate change overreach. This is a Wall Street Journal op-ed with Jay Clayton and Patrick McHenry. Now, Patrick McHenry is one of the guys who's been asking about Ethereum to Gary Gensler. He's one of the guys in Congress who knows what's going on. Trust you me on that. I mean, I've copied him in on probably tens, if not hundreds of tweets, making him aware of what went on, and now he's doing op-eds with Jay Clayton in the Wall Street Journal. What in the world's going on, folks? What in the world's going on? Mr. Intuitive, Troomers Only, who is the official cool guy of the Digital Asset Investor channel, probably one of the more coveted titles on this channel, if I had to say so, sent me this. Exit the European Parliament, enter New York Assembly. The proof of work FUD is not going away. New York Assembly seeks to ban Bitcoin mining over environmental concerns. So a week or two ago, the European Parliament was talking like this. Now the New York Assembly is. And I wanted to point something out immediately. The Blockchain Association, who represents the entire crypto industry, according to their website, not just Bitcoin and Ethereum, they immediately pounce on this. So I decided I would make sure that we all remember, once again, the Blockchain Association is Johnny on the spot when Bitcoin is threatened, but continues to be silent on the SEC versus Ripple case and shows no support whatsoever to John Deaton, who represents 66,000 plus XRP holders. Okay? So that's the deal there. And we will continue. Look, their entire existence is going to be us calling them out as long as they're not supporting Ripple and XRP the same way they would support Bitcoin or Ethereum. And we don't see them doing it. And then there's this. Sorry, drinking some of my Diet Dr. Pepper. And by the way, I also have some Chex Mix over here, some afternoon Chex Mix. Breaking news. Cryptocurrencies are being used to evade sanctions. European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde says, and exchanges may be accomplices. Ooh, sounds scary. Now all of a sudden the crypto industry is going to be up in arms because they're threatening Bitcoin. They were nowhere to be found for the last year. Then Jack the Rippler put this out. 31 regulated Japanese cryptocurrency exchanges are going to get a green list to list 18 cryptos, including Ripple's XRP. You have to wonder if something's afoot here. Look at this, folks. This is from Grayscale. New Grayscale fund is going to focus on non-Ethereum smart contract tokens. What do they know, folks? Because why would, in this regulatory environment where everybody's afraid of the SEC coming after them for doing things like this, how does Grayscale know that it's okay to get involved in these smart contracts? It says ADA, Solana, also includes AVAX, DOT, Matic, Algo, XLM. And all of those are not on the Ethereum network, folks. What does Grayscale know about XLM and Algorand that I don't know? Because as far as I can tell, the SEC will come after you if you're doing anything involving any other digital asset besides Bitcoin and Ethereum and anything built on Ethereum. So what does Grayscale know that I don't know? That's what I want to know. Okay, then this was put out by Wheezy. I'm going to play you a little bit of it. It's kind of interesting.
Please don't regulate my banks. And by the way, if you know what's good for you, we got a position for you here in a couple of years too. That's how this game is played. So let me show you all the wonderful goodies they got for their banks. So for example, there were 64 waivers that allowed companies to avoid new regulatory examinations. You don't need no stinking examinations, so you get those waivers. 35 of them were requested by former SEC employees that now work for the banks. They secured 40 waivers that allowed offending companies to continue selling small amounts of stock without registering it. Who needs to register stock when you got friends in high places? And 16 former SEC officials helped their new private sector employers continue to provide financial services that they would have been banned from supplying. Being banned, that's for guys who can't afford to bribe the guys that used to work at the SEC. No, you guys aren't banned. And of course, the number one waivers that went most often was to the top banks, and it was to allow them to do things that they weren't normally supposed to do. Huffington Post has a terrific story on this, and that's where a lot of these facts are from. And I want to give you a quote that they had as well about just one company, JP Morgan. Quote, since 2003, the SEC had granted exemptions to JP Morgan and its subsidiaries when they were charged with alleged misconduct relating to mortgage securities products, transactions with Enron, initial product offerings, and research analyst conflicts of interest. So all those different problems, you're exempt from all of it. Come on, you're hiring the guy from the SEC who's still friends with the other guy from the SEC who you're going to hire as soon as he leaves his job. This is sick, man. They're not doing it.
It really is sick.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.